Well, good morning everybody, I hope we're all well. Welcome to London Liverpool Street. We're going to be taking a little drive on the Great Eastern Mainline today. Quite a few people actually in this morning, which is quite nice. Who have we got? We've got Mr. Bus Lad, hello, welcome. Oliver, West Yorks Transport, Ethan Hope, Brick Family, Carl Foster, East London Bus Guy, Haribo Starmix, plenty of people. James Campbell, hello. Finn Hornby Mad. Oh wow, we've got quite a few, and I'm actually quite flattered. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We're in London Liverpool Street. I'm just going to get the doors open, and this morning's stream will be taking a trip. God, that's quite loud. Taking a trip from London Liverpool Street all the way up to Ipswich and back again. So we've got a signal. We'll bob that round. Lovely. Oh, we're cooking with gas. Now this is the 1400 departure from London Liverpool Street through to Norwich. It's a fast service, of course. We'll be calling at Colchester, Manningtree and Ipswich. We're missing out Stratford. So yeah, it's an eastbound express to Norwich. We'll be driving as far as Ipswich because this particular route only has the first part on. They've said it's phase 1, so I'm assuming they're intending to extend it in phase 2 to Norwich, who knows, or maybe they're going round to Southend, I have no idea, but yeah, fairly fast service, year 2012, so we're in a one liveried set. Now we're in the driving van trailer end at the business end. We'll just go down the other end, and we'll bob the tail lights on, there we go, and then back to the cab end. Rightio, I think we're pretty much ready to go, don't you? We're just waiting on the guard. We've got the ETS set up, so the coaches are receiving power. It's all good. Right, Murph Valley, good morning. How are you? Lee Almack as well. Fing, Goose as well. Fantastic. Yes, I'm very well. I hope you're all well as well. I know Sunday morning. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Because tomorrow morning I start work at 20 past midnight. So I thought, well, I'd better get up early, because then I'm going to need to go, I'm going to be tired. Oh, hang on, right, guards buzzing, that'll do. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. Yeah, so I start at 20 past midnight, or 22 minutes past midnight, don't exaggerate. And so I thought, well, if I get up at the crack of dawn, so, like, for me, I've been up hours now. This is, I'm nearly 5 hours into my day. So, yeah, yeah. It's one of those. But, yeah. 72 people at 9 AM on a Sunday is mental. It is, isn't it? I thought we'd have, like, 4 people and nobody else would be interested. But yes, yeah, we're on it. Excellent. Oh, I'm very pleased that you all turned out. So, I'm thrilled. Train FC, there is not a transport fever today. Instead, we have got a little vlog of our trip to Berlin. We went to Berlin a couple of weeks ago, did some filming. So yeah, we thought we'd film it, and that's all been edited, and it should be coming out later today. So no transport fever, but don't worry, it doesn't mean to say we've finished it. Are we racing something? I can hear. I don't know. Yeah, I can. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we are racing something, aren't we? We'll try and get a shift on. That'll do. Right, off we. You see, because we're quite a lengthy train, aren't we? We can only do 15. We have to wait while the class 90 at the back there is past the 30 zone. Lovely. Yeah, I thought. Do you know what? I'm really. Oh, I really did enjoy our little stream the other night when we drove the Stadler FLIRT, and I thought, whoop. I thought, do you know what? I'm really, I want to carry on with this Great Eastern fever that I've got going. Right, that's a bit of 100% power, that'll do. Yeah, we're racing a 315 there by the look of things. We'll put that up to 35 just to... Right, there we go. Full steam ahead, up to 40. I think this guy will be stopping at this first station, of which I can never remember. Yeah, Goose on the way to Ipswich. Rainbow Valley. Oh, hang on. Let's stop. Yesterday I went train spotting at Huddersfield, Stalybridge and Manchester Victoria. Well, you're lucky everything was running yesterday, because there's quite a lot of engineering work on the Transpennine route at the moment, isn't there? There's a hell of a lot happening. Class 180 at Sunderland on Friday. Yeah, they, I believe, yeah, they do terminate there, don't they? Unless, of course, you're on the Bradford run. They do seem to. Is it hourly? Is it 2 hourly? They run a lot of services up there, don't they? I see a lot of them when well, the few times I've been over to York recently. Bethnal Green, right? I'll take your word for it. There we go. We don't have any routes that go around there, do we? So I can't say I'm particularly knowledgeable regarding that. But I shall believe you, W4LT. Right, let's have a look. So we'll wait while the next DSD goes off, because that's forever going off, isn't it? And it doesn't on this particular set. It doesn't tell you in the top corner when it's going off. So you have to, if you're in an external view, you won't hear it going until it slams. Right, there we go. Right, let's have a look until it slams your emergency brakes on. So we're in a operated by National Express 1 liveried. As you can see, it's got the Greater Anglia branding on the side. And then what have we got on the back? We've got I'm assuming it's ex-Caledonian Sleeper, Class 90 on the back. Look at that. It's a good-looking locomotive, isn't it, the 90? James, when Race to the North hits 1980, can you add the Tyne and Wear Metro to Newcastle? I cannot promise, because obviously it depends. It depends how big Newcastle's got, to be honest with you. There might not really be need for it, but if it's a big city, we'll give it a go. Alfie Bong, good morning. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I hope we've all got a morning coffee in hand. East London Bus Guy, I believe that this is the Armstrong Powerhouse and Wagons version of the 90. I'm pretty sure that that this is that version, because it's got a little bit more functionality. You know, you've got your DSD pedal down there, your vigilance pedal. Your GSMR doesn't work, but you know, all this stuff works, which I don't think in the Dovetail 90 does. So I believe. But if any of you want to prove me wrong then and say actually no, it's something else, please do. But I'm pretty sure this is the Armstrong Powerhouse 90. First ScotRail 90, absolutely. It looks great, doesn't it? Alfie, I am not bad at all. Oh, this red, yeah, that changes. I tell you, the first time when I was testing this scenario, I was like, oh my god, a red. But yeah, it's all good. It's just a broken signal. Good morning, the bus guy plays 3. Gustav Alexei, hello, hello. God, plenty of people here. Well, I've actually, Logan, I've had a cup of coffee this morning, and then I recorded tomorrow's, what's that game that I play and strongly dislike? Tram Simulator Urban Transit. I recorded that this morning, so that should be on later today for Joe Plus members. It'll be out at 1300 tomorrow for everybody else. And then I tried to finish this scenario, but it broke, because I don't think this 90 likes you to save it and then come back to it. I think it has a bit of a paddy if you do that. Some trains do. So yeah, I was stuck at Colchester and couldn't actually get it going again. But yeah, it seems to work up to Colchester. So if it crashes there, then obviously we'll start the return journey earlier on. But yeah, it seems to be working. I've had a cup of tea, and yeah, now I've just got a juice next to me. So I've got juice on the go, just keeping me hydrated. Western and Great Northern, I never actually remember that. I know of it, but that was a bit before I was exploring the railways on my own, so I never got to see it. Goose, oh, go on then, just for you, just for you. Yes, I remember when it was Great Eastern and first Great Eastern and Anglia Railways. Great Eastern ran the local stuff, didn't they? And Anglia ran the express stuff and local stuff in. So it was like Wherry lines and Express London stuff, wasn't it? From what I understand. Oh, Iceman's here. Good morning, Iceman. Good morning. 9:09. Oh, what are we all doing up at this ungodly hour? Dear. What did I get up to on Saturday? I was working, sadly. Oh, I know, shocking, isn't it? Yeah, I was working all day, and then yesterday evening, I didn't really do a lot, to be honest with you, because I got up at 4:30, so we just spent a day slobbing, really, in the afternoon and evening. A lovely home-cooked meal, so yeah, it was nice. I think I got home at about just after 4 o'clock, so I thought, do you know what, I'm having a chilled out evening, get my slippers on, Oh, where are we now? Right, we'll just do a bit of braking because we're going to catch something up, I think, by the look of these yellows that keep coming. Iceman says the wife says morning all as well. Oh, good morning, Iceman's wife. Ice wife. There we go. There we go. Did you hear the Blackpool tram's been extended? Yeah, they've been doing that for years, haven't they? They've really taken the time with that extension. I'll tell you what, we'll slow down to 70. How's that? There we go. That'll do. Is your other half up? Yeah, other half was getting up at 4:30 to go to work this morning, so I thought, oh well, when he gets up, I'll get up as well. What's that noise? There we go. The air's. How can I say? It sounds like we've got an air leak, doesn't it? I miss the pep trains. I like them. I really do. It's. I think I was saying on the last stream that we did with the Stadler FLIRT. I really do miss sort of how varied this was. I mean, now it's just FLIRTs and 720 Aventras, isn't it, down here? I think even all the 379s have gone, haven't they? From what I understand, plans for them to go to Great Northern or something like that. But yeah, it's it does seem not as varied. You know, I used to love the different types of traction, the 315s, 321s, 317s. 360s. There was so much variety, and of course the 90s. You know, that used to come in all different colours. It is such a shame, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure the FLIRTs are nice units. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it? Quick cancel of the AWS there. Logan, can you get a PC for 330 quid for OMSI 2? I'd say you were wasting your money. If you're going for gaming, save up a bit more. And it's worth spending the money when it comes to gaming, because there's nothing worse than spending a load of money on a gaming PC, only for it not to play the games you want to play. Because obviously then you're just stuck with a computer that you don't really want. You know, you're not going to use. So yeah, I would save up a little bit more and treat yourself to something a little bit more high performance. I mean, I'm running an Intel i9 12900K, a couple of years old now. I'll need to treat myself to an upgrade. Yeah, and and a 4090 graphics card. You don't need to go that intense. That's ridiculous. But I needed a new PC anyway a couple of years ago, and thought, you know what, let's just go all out. And because I've been able to do videos in 2K. The gameplay is more smooth for you guys, so yeah, it's worth spending for me. But obviously, it's one of them, isn't it? If you're going to get your use out of it, I mean, my PC is literally on 24 hours a day. Well, apart from when I'm at work, but whenever I'm at home, my PC is on. So you know, they have a difficult life, my computers. How long is the stream? We will be driving up to Ipswich and then back down, so probably a similar length to what it was the other night. It'd probably be about 2.5 hours, I'd say, by the time we factor in a little break up at Ipswich, wait for the set to come back. But yeah, oh, another pep going the other way there. Josh says, Joe, you have to come to Liverpool and go on the Merseyrail 507s. Oh, it's many years since I last went on that. Last went on the 507. I think the last time I actually went on one was with my other half, but we weren't together at the time. It was many years ago. I think we went down to Birkenhead and travelled on some Arriva hybrid flat-top Gemini thing. Yeah, it was a few years ago now. I think 2015. Nearly oh my lord, 10 years ago. 9 years ago. Where does the time go? Your math skills go and all. Thing says, just recommended a route for you. The West Highland line between Fort William and Mallaig is one of, if not the most scenic route in Britain. Class 156s and 153s. You should play it. Well, I do actually have that route, as it happens. And I did ask Magic Toad to do me a scenario for it. But I was going to do Mallaig all the way through, or is it Fort William? I was going to do the full run on a live stream from Fort William through to Glasgow, but then I don't know what happened. I think we just got distracted and it never came about. But yeah, I'll put the idea to him, and we'll see how that works. Oof, 3, 2, 1 coming the other way. Do you know what? I didn't care for the National Express East Coast livery, but it looks absolutely fantastic on those things. Alexander Hughes, good morning, good morning. How are we? Oh, we're still at yellows, flipping heck. We must be following some sort of PEP, a 75 mile an hour thing. Either that or something that keeps stopping. Got 317 over there. Also looks fantastic in that livery. It's a great livery. Cal Foster, can't believe it's May on Wednesday. I know, tell me about it. You wouldn't think so from the flaming weather, would you? Still got my big coat. Still on the pegs downstairs. Ford Fiesta's acquired the coffee for the morning. Excellent, excellent. We don't function until we've had our caffeinated beverage. Hey, dearie me. Is that Malix, MA11UX? Good morning, good morning. Iceman says, me and the wife got married in 2015. It was on Halloween. You're not trying to tell us something there, are you? Got to be careful what I say, I'll be getting a slap. James Campbell, do you still play Stepford County Railway? I don't, James, I'm afraid. I haven't been on it in ages. It's absolutely ages since I last went on it. Yeah, exactly, I completely agree with you. There is so much variation. That's what I love. You know, you want a route when you go train spotting that it's not just... I mean, that's like... I mean, where can we use as an example? I mean, if you stand at Peterborough now... No, that's not fair to them, in all fairness. It's like going down on the Southern Network train spotting and you've got 377, 377, 377, 377. Oh my lord, a 377! You know, it's sort of like that, isn't it? Here, just every single train that goes past, no two sets are the same. It's ridiculous. But it's, yeah, it's good. I do miss that. Now I guess it's either one or the other, isn't it? A 745 or a 720. Elliot Wright here. Good morning, Elliot. Are you going to preserve one of the ex-Halifax B7s? I don't think so, I'm afraid. I don't have the money, unfortunately. It's... right, hang on, get that cancelled. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have the money. It's finding somewhere to store it. It's such a headache. There's so much more complicated things to just simply buying one. But yeah, sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to. But I just don't think it's going to happen, I'm afraid. It's a shame. I mean, Magic Toad has preserved an ex-Halifax B7, 32541. That is in preservation. So one of the Halifax B7s has made it to preservation. So, and of course, someone else at Town and District has a B7 ex-Halifax ALX 400. So that there are ex-Halifax double-deckers in preservation. Just sadly, I will not be the owner of one, but never mind. Finn Hornby, can you preserve some Norwich buses? I can't, I'm afraid. I'm not going to purchase anything from Norwich. See, the thing with the Eclipse is, I mean, the Eclipse, I've spent well over £10,000 on it since I bought it 18 months ago. I honestly dread to think how much money I've ploughed into that. So if I'm buying another bus, I'll be practically bankrupting myself. So it would have to be a bus that I have some interest in. And whilst I have been to Norwich a few times, I'm not willing to, sink that amount of money into a bus that, you have to preserve a bus and to have that excitement about doing it up. You have to really sort of have fond memories of it. So anyone from Norwich, I would absolutely go for it. It's a really, really fantastic hobby. But yeah, I personally have no aspirations to buy anything from... it's like people say, oh, you should buy a London bus. Oof, no. Dual door. Far too many doors. Eh, dearie me. Oh, Magic Toad. Greetings from the CLC. Oh, lovely. Magic Toad's joining us as well. What do you think to that Fort William, Mallaig, Glasgow idea for a live stream? Do you think that's something we could have a route on? Maybe in the first ScotRail days with a 156? Oof, my lords. I know it's there's not really a lot to see, is there, for quite a lot of the journey other than the scenery. I know Train Sim's not really good at long distance scenery, is it? But we could still do that. That'd be different. Jack H, good morning. Past my hometown already. Whereabouts is that, Jack? I mean, I don't know where any of these stations are on the route, but we've been past Stratford. I don't think we've been through Chelmsford yet. Oh, next bus rally. I don't think we've actually got any plans to go to any at the moment. I mean, the Eclipse is going to need the bus rally at Metro Centre. I don't think we can get the time off, I'm afraid. Yeah, the Eclipse is going to need its MOT doing soon. So it's yeah, obviously we can't really make too many plans until we find out if it's past its MOT. 60820, no updates on that. I'm afraid we've not managed to do anything with that, which is a bit disappointing, but it's just one of those, you know, you save up a bit of money. I mean, you'll all know exactly how it is. You save up a bit of money and then something else happens. The boiler breaks, the car needs something fixing. You know, there's always something, and then all of a sudden that money that you've saved up has gone. You're like, oh, great, back to square one. So, yeah, it's... oh, hang on. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, but with the... Sorry, I'm getting confused. Trying to do too many things at once here. Right, hang on. So we're going to go for a bit of step 5, because this 25 here is where I keep spadding. I keep running through a red signal. Yes, next Sunday I will be working next Sunday. Right, hang on, bit of full service. Let's actually stop before the red. Yeah, these signals are really, really close together, and in the FLIRT, I reckon we could just put it in full service, lob the anchor out the window and stop, whereas in the locos, you really are pushed to stop at the signals. It's quite... Ugh. We'll knock it down to step 5. Probably shouldn't be going over the magnet any faster than 15. Magic Toad regarding the Scotland scenario. Can certainly look into it. It's not that riveting, to be fair. Lots of single line. I mean, yeah, we can do it. It's, you know, it's doable. It's just whether you lot get bored after a while, isn't it? Which is, you know, entirely plausible. Yes, next Sunday I'll be working next Sunday. 16th of June, there's a bus rally going on in Rowsley near Matlock, if you're interested. I mean, it's something I'd like to do, but as I say, it all depends as to how it goes with the Eclipse and its MOT. I don't want to make too many plans. Thing is, as well, where it's stored at Town and District, it is a bit of a pain getting it in and out, you know, to rallies and things. It's so you have to be sort of there at a certain time. There's so much sort of involved in planning, and it's mainly just making sure we can get the damn thing out the shed. But yeah, Maxine Bates, hello, I'm very well. How are you, my love? Welcome to our live stream. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Magic Toad. I love driving this and flying into stations. It's a lovely thing to drive, the 90. I think this on the right, which if I'm not very much mistaken is a 321, I think that's what we're following, because we've just gone from a red to a green, haven't we? So I'm assuming that's off round to the right to Southend Victoria. And we're right away Colchester. Hopefully we wouldn't sort of catch anything else up now. Look at him, he's off. Nice bit of camber on there as well. That looks great, doesn't it? Joshua Cumbers, I'm very well. How are you? How are you? How was my northern work? How do you mean northern work? What sort of licenses do you need to carry passengers on a running day? You just need a bus licence. In terms of insurance, so long as I'm not charging anybody, it's sort of a free thing. On you get. On you get. No, handle. Ah, yes, of course. If you make the platforms longer, it's got bigger capacity for them to have more capacity, so the goods, the passengers don't all leave. Yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah, I do need to look at bigger stations. Definitely. And Johnny Simulation, a first bus in Rowsley would be very strange given it's an indie bus company territory. Absolutely, yeah, Matlock is very much out in the sticks, isn't it? So yeah, it would look weird having a big first bus there, wouldn't it? See you in a bit, Magic Toad. Have a good day, love. What's going to be done in Britannia today? There's no Britannia video today, I'm afraid, James. It's a slightly different vlog on Berlin. So yeah, it'll be back next Sunday with Britannia. And of course, if you're a Transport Fever addict, your next instalment is the Race to the North on Thursday. I know that that's always going to be a bit of a contentious, controversial, like, ooh, well, yeah, it's always going to be one of them. But given last week I binned off Tram Simulator Urban Transit, I thought I didn't want to do that 2 weeks in a row. So it was, you know, that's why Britannia this week did suffer. Trains with Carly is here. Good morning, my dear. How are you? Where's this we're going through? Let's have a look. Where are we? Joining us at Ingatestone. Look at that. Impressive, isn't it? Whoa, the 90 on the back. Lovely. Yeah, we're on a northbound express service. We're off up towards Norwich. We're driving as far as Ipswich today. 27, just less than 28 miles to Colchester, our next stop. It's quite a way between stations, isn't it, really? I can say one thing, and only you driving my local routes, the West Highland line, would not make me bored. So that's very, very kind of you to say, Thing. What's going to be done in Race to the North? I don't know. I don't really plan that far ahead, to be honest with you. I normally just sort of make it up as we go. I think we'll probably be finishing off that Reading passenger line, won't we? Joshua Cumbers, living the life of an IT consultant, not working today, of course, not on call. At least all the servers are up, which is awesome. Absolutely, it's nice when you don't have to stress, isn't it? It's nice when everything just works. You sit back, have a cup of tea, and don't have to worry about anything breaking. So I'm always permanently on edge when I do live streams because I seem to stream the most volatile games. Train Simulator having its temp dumps every left, right and centre. OMSI 2, which just crashes for the hell of it, and I mean, the less said about Flight Simulator crashes, the better, really. I can't believe we've been going nearly half an hour. That's nuts. Where does the time go? Have I been to Nottingham yet? In real life, or I've not been in real life yet, but I have been on a couple of the simulators. I think we've done. Well, we've done Nottingham in Train Sim World, haven't we? And Train Sim Classic. I think we've done both. Apparently the Northumberland line will be opening soon. Whereabouts is that? Well, obviously Northumberland. Please don't say it's in Northumberland. I can just about manage that, but what stations is that running between, James? We've got a Class 90 coming the other way now. Doesn't it look great in the one livery? Oh, fantastic. Iceman has become a member. Why are you up there, Iceman? Let's move you into the middle. There we go. Ah, that's because I changed it from. I mean, that's not perfectly in the middle, but there we go. Almost a 2-year membership and still enjoying the streams. Very kind of you to say. Where does 2 years go? That is insane. I don't get where that 2 years. Oh, do you know what? Skidding towards the grave, aren't I? Jasmine, hi Joe, good to see you live. Thank you very much, it's great to have you with us. Great to have you with us. I hope you're well this Sunday. Maxime, will you ever do live streams for Britannia and Race to the North like you did with East Yorkshire? Do you know what? I think we could probably live stream. Hang on, is this green to red? What's going on here? Is it another broken signal? Yeah, it's just gone green, hasn't it? Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll slow down for the 60. I mean, we're due in at 45 at the moment. We're technically not due there until 46, so we can afford to take it a little bit more steady. I mean, not so steady that we end up going faster than 60 in a 60. Trains with Carly, 8 months and never look back. Oh, good lord. 8 months. Well, I can only thank you both for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Ah, yes. The 60 mile an hour must indicate we're going around Chelmsford. This looks like the viaduct, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, in terms of Roblox, I have no intention of going back to it, I'm afraid. It's, I mean, the thing's so full at the moment, with all our simulator games. It's where would you fit it? Obviously, Mondays is Tram Simulator Urban Transit, Tuesday's City Bus Manager Tarvin, Wednesday's sort of miscellaneous day that we either put an OMSI or a simulator of some kind in, Train Sim maybe. It's been Train Sim quite a bit recently. I'm really enjoying this Train Sim malarkey. What else have we got? Thursdays is Transport Fever Race to the North. Fridays is Car Parking Business Tycoon Simulator Game. Saturday's City Skylines. Sunday's Transport Fever again. So obviously not today, but yeah. So I, even if I wanted to play Roblox, I'm struggling with where to fit it in the schedule. Right, off we go. Back up to 85. I tell you what, we'll sling it up to 100 because we're not going to get there, are we? James Campbell's off. Thanks so much for joining us, James. It's been fantastic to have you here. Yeah, Race to the North. Keep your eyes peeled. It will be Thursday this week. Joseph Albazi, hello, hello. How are we today? How are we? That is a good point, actually. On Race to the North, have you considered doing an express on the East Coast Main Line between London and Edinburgh, so you can deploy some 125 mile an hour or even 140 as it's designed for capable trains? It's a good idea. The only thing is that I'm not entirely sure whether there'd be much of a market for it. We can always try it, but for some reason on Transport Fever they always seem to go for the slowest option. You know, they say about the quickest and the slowest. The quickest and the cheapest, but they always seem to go for the slowest option. I'm not sure if it's a bug or something. But yeah, it's one of them. We'll give it a go. I'm open to giving it a go. Trains flying through York at 125 mile an hour. Oof. Makes you feel ill, doesn't it? Oh no, Trains with Carly, that is not what I want to read. The Class 90s have been axed. I'm assuming it says axe. I can see the A and the X, but there's an emoji in the way that I can click on to put an emoji in. You know, I can do that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh right, okay. I can't do it. Yes, it does say axed. Axed by DB and are starting to go for scrap. That is heartbreaking. It really does upset/annoy me, because if you look at like Germany's railways and Czech Republic's railways and, you know, Hungarian railways, they have like stock from the 60s. They have locomotives from the 60s that have got, you know, they might have been refit with new traction motors, or, you know, something, isn't there? You know, they've been modernised instead of always buying new all the time. There's absolutely no reason that these 90s couldn't be going today. Instead of the FLIRTs, why couldn't they have just bought a load of new carriages? You know, got Siemens or Bombardier to design a load of new carriages and just stick them on the end of the 90 and just keep the 90s up and down and up and down. There's no reason that can't happen. You know, it quite easily could. That's why I love European railways so much. I love the fact that rather than just buying new all the time, and they do still buy new, but, you know, they modernise what they've already got, and that's fantastic. Ah, 2 of them have been bought and are now with Freightliner. That's good. I like seeing the Freightliner 90s. Nathan, you want a Class 90 in your back garden? Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, hey off, Goose. Oh, well, have a lovely Sunday, won't you? Whatever you end up doing. I mean, looking at the weather, looking outside at the weather, it's absolutely abysmal. It's, yeah, it's not fantastic, is it, today? Oh dear. It was, yeah, Buxton Boy, very, very kind of you. Thank you very much for that. Just got back from work from the night shift. Nothing better to watch to fall asleep. Oh, hurtful, hurtful. No, it's really, really kind of you. I was waiting until it sort of pinged up on the screen to say that I'd seen it, but usually it pings up and for some reason it hasn't. It does a thing. It does like the do-do-do. For some reason it hasn't, I don't know why. But thank you very much, it's very, very kind of you to donate. I hope you had a fantastic shift last night and managed to get some sleep. You back in tonight? What else have we got? Check out British Railway on live stream soon. It's great. Well, maybe one day. Never say never. 2 of the 90s going to Freightliner. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's it's finally. I don't know why it was so delayed on the screen there, but there we go. Very, very kind, as I say. Class 66, 523 and 623 in the same day. Oh, I like it when you see two that are the same number. It's like at work, if you get one unit, say I was working 150, 205, coupled to 150, 206. It's like, oh, fantastic, that just makes your day, doesn't it? Ford Fiesta's off, thanks so much for joining us. Have a fantastic Sunday. Yeah, I hope you've got lots of nice plans. Airport sim videos are a good option to fall asleep to. You're not a fan of the airport sim videos, Jasmine? 613 and 623 a few weeks ago. Oh, it's just nice, isn't it, when you... I mean, personally, I don't tick the numbers off, so I don't know if I've ever seen every single 66. I've seen every single... well, I don't even know if I saw every single 142. Probably not, actually, because I never really spent a lot of time in South Wales. And obviously Arriva Trains Wales had them, didn't they? I wouldn't dare forget, Goose, don't you worry. Oh dear. Oh, Rufus, that's really, really kind of you to say. I've enjoyed having you here. It's really nice that you guys keep enjoying the content. You know, I am really, really glad that I started doing this again. I mean, I started years ago, didn't I? But then we got a parrot, and the parrot was in the living room with the computers, so I couldn't really streaming with screaming. That would be pretty much, I mean, that's what I could have called it. Streaming with screaming. But, yeah, now the parrot's downstairs in the kitchen. I mean, I've moved house since then. The computer's upstairs in the office. We've got a slightly bigger house. I mean, we don't live in a mansion. I don't want you spreading salacious gossip like that. Just a 2-bedroom terraced house, but it's nice that we're able to do this again. That's why I started again in December 2020. Yeah, that was it. It's one of my friends was saying, "Oh, I reckon you could do that." I said, "Oh, well, I used to have a channel." And he said, "Oh, you should start it up again." So I did, and here we are. And I think I just had over 1,000 subscribers back then, which is still a lot, but here we are now. Who'd have thought? Just over 3 years later, yeah, 3 years later, and we're on nearly 30k. That's just mental. Absolutely mental. Where are we now? Anyone care to guess? Kelvedon. Oh, hang on, we're in a stair. In a staircase, there we go. Oof. Lovely. You may ask the bus guy, please. I can't guarantee I can answer, but you can always ask the question. Trains and Carl have been on half a dozen of the paces growing up on the Durham coastline. Oh, brilliant. Oh, look at that! How many different coaches can you fit in there? Electrobolts 2020, no Britannia today. That'll be coming next week on Sunday. We're doing something slightly different today, which might pan out as being brilliant. You might all love it. You might all hate it, but that's what the thumbs up and thumbs down button on the videos are for, isn't it? Dear me. Whilst you're all here, if you wouldn't mind slinging a like in the at the bottom of the video, that'd be lovely. I don't know quite how the famous YouTube algorithm works, but if it's a very liked video, then people might, more people might come. We might grow. Oh, brilliant. Nathan, yes, I fully intend to do a 30k live stream. Quite what we're going to do, I don't know. But yeah, if we do get to 30k, I will do a live stream of some sort. I can't guarantee it will be on the exact day that we get to 30k, but yeah, I'm still feeling Edinburgh to London, like a 5-hour in an Azuma, or London to Edinburgh. I think that would be fantastic. you know, just a real 5-hour long stream all the way up. I mean, the game's going to crash, isn't it, loads of times, but hopefully it'll work. I'll have to get Magic Toad on it. He doesn't seem particularly happy about me saying to make a 5-hour scenario, but to be fair, he's never happy. I know, how are we already at 30k? In fact, I'd probably be able to tell you when 10k was. Hang on, how do we do that then? I have absolutely no idea. No, 317, look at that, and a Greater Anglia liveried one on the back. Subscribers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a way that you can sort of see it, but I can't see it. No idea, I'm looking in the analytic thing, but yeah. Oh, back in tonight, Buxton boy. Just can't wait to start VNA forklift training. Oh, I won't trust myself with the forklift truck, flipping heck. For a 30k live stream, do City Bus Manager. Could do. 30k, how does an all-lines railroad sounds a week's worth of Joe in many locations? Yeah, Joe in lots of locations. Yeah, that was always going to be the case, Electro Bolts. It's some people would be, oh, this is different. Some people wouldn't be happy. It's I do try and please everybody, but yeah, I didn't want to sort of, because last week we didn't do Tram Simulator Urban Transit. I didn't want to let people down that perhaps like that 2 weeks in a row. Let's Play Train Sim. Hello, hello. How are we today? Can you put your train on the screen? There we go, that's what we're driving, the absolutely fantastic 90. Well, I mean, that's not a 90, the 90's on the other end. It's the 82 DVT. London to Edinburgh in a pacer. Hasn't someone done that? They've done Edinburgh to London, haven't they? I can't remember who it was. But they did that live stream, didn't they? Hang on. Edinburgh, London, pacer. Yeah, Sims and stuff. It was an 8-hour stream. Edinburgh to London, 51 stops. I mean, that is absolutely insane, isn't it? I think he stopped at all stops en route. What's this? This looks freighty. A 90, a 70, maybe even an 86. A 66. It says 66. Look at that. GBRF 66. My face? Oh no, we don't do that. Right, now I am absolutely useless at stopping this thing at stations. Because unlike the FLIRT, you can't just come belting in. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more conservative with my braking. The only time in my life I've ever said that. Right, we've got a couple of red signals, although they are for this siding on the left. Right, here we go. This is looking a lot better. Bit more braking. Full service. Hell's bells. Yeah, we're gonna get down, aren't we, for Colchester. Maxime, what time does today's Joe video come out to non-members? I'm thinking about 1 o'clock. I think I've set it for the usual time. Oh, right, okay, we are coming in quite slowly here, aren't we? Never mind, last time I had to bang it in emergency and then I couldn't get the thing to move again, so yeah, it's good that we're not doing that. The gantry looks a bit close, doesn't it? Yeah, I reckon it'll be about 1300. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, 321 going the other way. I stand by the... it really does suit that livery, doesn't it? Right, where are we stopping? I mean, it's difficult because different platforms are different lengths, aren't they? I mean, I'm assuming I'm not pulling right the way down to the end. It's a narrow platform. Good lord, right, tell you what, we'll stop it there. Oh yeah, it's saying 12 car stop, 10 car stop. So we don't actually have a stop board for these things. Right, there we go. There we go, look at that. Right, so we're here at Colchester, 14:43. We're actually due in at 46. So yeah, we're 3 minutes early, due out at 48. So we've got 5 minutes sat here now. 3, 2, 1's off. I must be missing something. This sign has sharp edges. I like things like that. Yeah, what have we got? Home to University of the Year, Colchester, lovely. Yeah, it's a nice little place, this, isn't it? I'd quite like to come up here for a bit of train spotting. But yeah, quite how we arrived here 4 minutes early, I have absolutely no idea. Very kind of you, Simon Cornwall. Oh, hello, Simon Cornwall. I just realised as I read your name. How are you, dear? How are you? I hope you're well. How's the Cornish buses going? Is it all well? Any scooter in today's vid? Scooter? Oh, I'm with you. From when we went to Berlin, I thought you meant in this live stream. I was going to say I'm 3 sheets behind there. I don't know what you're on about. No, sadly we didn't record any of it because we thought we'd probably get in trouble if we filmed it and put it online. But no, it was absolutely brilliant. We've booked to go see them again in November. So yeah, very excited for that. Eh dear. Yeah, this is a very narrow section of platform, isn't it? I mean, I don't really know where we were meant to stop. We go a bit of first class down the end, 90 on the back. They are a good looking locomotive, aren't they, the 90s? I always preferred the 91, has to be said. Yeah, absolutely, Lee, it's a miracle, isn't it? And yeah, I have been on a 197 a few times, Alfie. They're nice units. For a CAF unit, anyway. They're nice for a CAF unit. But yeah, they're lovely, lovely looking trains, aren't they, the 90s? They just don't sound quite as good as the 91s. I love that sort of raw. Oh, what's this? Oh, I like this. This is nice. Never knew they used to do that. Yeah, it's a really smart livery, isn't it? So many liveries are not like this now. But, you know, just the stripes. It's simple. One colour, stripe down the side, black round the windows. It just looks ace. You could probably combine a lot of different colours and it would just look absolutely brilliant. I was always a major fan of this livery. And the multiple units had the like coloured bits around the edge, like the 156s did, didn't they, at the front? Somebody said they can see a 70. Have we got a 70 nearby? Is there a 70 over there? Oh, there's a tree in the way now. I can't see a 70. Is there a... 70 on this? I don't know. I don't know. Eh dear. Havoc. We are off on a Norwich-bound service. We're travelling north. We're at Colchester today. And we're going to be driving as far as Ipswich and then picking up another scenario, driving back to Londinium Town. Both in Class 90s and 82 DVTs with Mark 3s in the middle. This particular scenario is 2012. Was designed in 2012. Well, I don't know if the scenario was designed in 2012, but you know what I mean. Is there any news on a Class 720 for Train Sim Classic? It would be really, really good if there was one, because, I mean, we could drive the FLIRT with that as well. It would, as you say, be good for a modern version of this route, but I don't know of any Aventra coming at this time. I don't think we have an Aventra at all for Train Sim Classic, do we? Obviously, we've got the Aventra in Train Sim World, which is surprisingly good. I'm not a fan of Train Sim World in the sort of, well, I mean it's not bad, but compared to this, Train Sim World is somewhat lacking. But yeah, it's it's very good actually, very good indeed. I'm very well, Rufus. I'm having a whale of a time. I still can't believe that it's 10 to 10 on a Sunday morning and we've got 105 people here. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in. Just a reminder as well, just sling that like button, give it a press, give it a stab. Notification bell if you're subscribing. Oh, hang on, here we go, right. Off we go. Full steam ahead. Oh, chug. There we go. Loco's just hit us from behind. Boomf, we're off. Random Explorer, good morning. How are things? Things are well. How are you? You've been doing a lot recently on Bowden and V5 on OMSI. It's a great map. It's a really great map. I was saying this to Dazza1980. Really should be proud. It's fantastic. I always love that. Always love that indeed. Simon Cornwall with Transport for Cornwall Go Ahead Group. Sadly not the Joe Ahead Group. I know, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have to bother live streaming. I'd be sitting back counting I'd be just sat in a room full of money. If I owned that many buses, I'd, you know, full of coins. Just counting them again and again like, what's his face off Robin Hood? Yeah, we've not heard anything about Aventras, have we? Trains with Carly, I think we need a passenger announcement before departure. Oh no, that's not the driver's job, my dear. That's the guard back there. That's what train manager's for. They'll be on the answer. I don't think we've got a telephone for PA announcements in here, have we? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Buxton Boy 2004 has become a member. Welcome to the Joe Plus crew, Buxton Boy 2004. Very kind of you. I hope you find it worth it. Doctor on board, love this morning's stream. First time I can catch you live due to the time zone. Oh, whereabouts are you from, Doctor on board? Just remind me. You'll have probably told me before, but my memory's like an absolute sieve. Do you know what? It's worse than a sieve. It's like a colander. Got bigger holes in it, more falls out. Tell you. I'm with you. I'll keep an eye out, Rufus. I shall keep an eye out for you. Right, off we go again. Next stop, Manningtree in just over 6 miles. 5 minutes between stops. It's like a flipping stopping train, is this, isn't it? Who needs a PA? Just shout really loud out the window. Yeah, why not? Yeah, if anything in life doesn't work, just resort to shouting. Can't believe the Tarvin series is over a year old. I know, where does the time go? I've said that so many times, but I'm like, well, it just disappears, doesn't it? Although, to be fair, on Tarvin we have done an awful lot, haven't we? I do like this route. I find it quite interesting. You know, even though there's a lot of like sections between stops where there's not really that much to see, I do find the bit, you know, up to Ipswich very interesting indeed. I think it's because of all the branches. It's all the branches off, and obviously there's quite a lot of scenery traffic to be seen. Yeah, it'll be interesting if they do make it go to Norwich. I think there is another map out there, isn't there? Another route where it does go to Norwich. But I've not had a chance to drive that. It goes up through Stowmarket, doesn't it? What is it? Dis, Stowmarket, Liphook? Is that a place, or have I imagined that? Who needs a PA when you've got Joe? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, if I own Go Ahead Group, I could have all the buses. Yeah, but it's all MMCs now down there, isn't it? All MMCs. Clash of Clans player, what football team do you support? Do you know what? I don't pay attention to football at all. I quite like my snooker. I do like my snooker, and I enjoyed tennis. I used to enjoy Roger Federer doing the tennis, but he doesn't really do a lot anymore. He's retired, hasn't he? So yeah, I don't really keep an eye on it. To be fair, I never really cared for Djokovic or Nadal. But yeah, oh flipping heck, it's getting political. We're campaigning. Oh dear. Campaigning for mayoral elections. Just pick the one that's going to support the Transport for London. Anyone that says, yeah, I'm for making transport better. Yeah, I mean, they could, all the other policies, I'd take absolutely no notice of that. But so long as they've got good transport policies, that's what sways me. Somebody that says, let's give the workers of London, workers of TfL a pay rise. There you go, that's me sorted. Snooker, what's that, or is it just you being old? Yeah, that's my tendency to be an old man there. Trends McCarley, speaking of football, Newcastle did well over Sheffield 5-1. Flipping it, that's good. I mean, I'm not a massive snooker, I'm still on snooker. I'm not a massive football fan, but even I know 5-1's good. Dear, where are we now? Clash of Clans player. I might go soon because I need to pick up a 170 to guard from Nottingham. Like a real one. Oh, are you an East Midlands, or cross-country, of course, employee? Oh, look at this, another one with all the different colours. Look at that, we've got Greater Anglia, National Express, 1. Right, let's actually stop. I don't think we're going to stop here. I've been too busy looking at the comments in that train. I think we might have overcooked it here. Let's bang it in emergency and actually stop the damn thing. Oh no! This is a disaster. Yeah, we came in way too fast. That's me looking at the comments section and talking about flipping Newcastle. Oh dear. Yeah, Joe's in for tea and biscuits now, everybody. Oh dearie me. Wasn't my finest hour. Right, okie dokie. Right. Only what we'll do, we'll take that off. There we go. How bad was it? Ah, we're only a coach over. I mean, we're still in a lot of bother, but still in bother. How early are we here? Ah, you see, we're actually bang on time. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the best. Passengers in the front coach, please move one coach to the rear in order to exit the train. Yeah, that's the one. It's not my finest moment, is it? Never mind. Never mind. Let's just hope I can get the thing out of emergency. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, I think I've been in quite a lot of trouble for that. Right, never mind. Yeah, exactly, East London bus guy. Samuel Swith, put my teeth in, try again. Good morning. Just sub to the channel, it is awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. If you've not seen the channel before, hopefully you'll enjoy it. Fingers crossed, anyway. Trains, buses, trams, you like all that, you'll have a whale of a time. Oh, what's this going off for again? We're in neutral, that shouldn't be happening. Right, off we go. Are we moving? Oh, yeah, it's moving. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, it's all 200 MMC and 400 MMC down in Cornwall must have a major contract. They probably do. They probably do, to be fair. Eh, dear me. Since you did the 5 circle the other week, I was on a little bit of it the other day. Oh, it was alright, that 5 circle, wasn't it? It didn't wow me. You know, like, I think as well, the problem that they had is that they released the Aventra with that London Overground, which is fantastic. It's really, really good. It's, you know, it's oh, hang on, what's happening? Oh, don't say you're crashing. Oh, thank God for that. I thought it were going to crash. Oh, no. Oh, dear. You don't need it to do that to you, do you? Eh, dear me. Jasmine, why did I not get put on the screen for my membership? I don't know. It does it automatically. I think you have to press something. I mean, I don't know. I've never done it before. I've never. I don't know. Somebody, when you become a member, or when you're already a member, and it says on the screen you've been a member for X amount of months, what do you do? What do you do to make that happen? Tell Jasmine, and then she can do it as well. What would happen to a driver if you overshot a platform in real life? I mean, I'm not a trained driver, I've never done it, but I would imagine, from what I understand, you are taken off the job and medi-screened, drug and alcohol tested, etc, etc, to make sure that obviously you were under the influence, which I can categorically say now, it is exactly 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I am not under the influence of alcohol. I know many of you will just assume that I am, but I promise you I'm not. God, I'm not a lush. But yeah, it's all that happens, and retraining if necessary. But yeah, it's a very serious business. It's not just a case of slinging it in reverse, and probably was back in British Rail days, but yeah, no longer. Dear. Dear me. Oh, Goose is in Ipswich. ZGOV, hello. Is it Zagov, or is it ZGOV? It's all kicking off in chat, isn't it? Flipping heck. Oh, you went from Dalmany to Inverkeithing and back. Fantastic. It's a nice little route up there. I've never done it. Never done it, but yeah, nice little route indeed. There is a circle with an S inside next to the comments. Oh, an S inside of sorry, that little emoji sticker's in the way. God, we're flying along, aren't we? There you go, Jasmine. There's a circle with an S inside of a box next to the chat. If you press that, it'll probably do something. The horn sounds awesome. It absolutely does, doesn't it? It's yeah, it's a great locomotive. This. I mean, I know we're not in a locomotive. We're in the driving van trailer at this end. But the loco at the back as well. Very similar. Very similar indeed. Right, here we go. Carrying on. Buxton boy, the horn is the exact noise when I get to work. Do you work near the East Coast Main Line? Because I think the 91s have a similar horn, don't they? Oh, hang on. Right, get that. There we go. What's this? So we're slowing down to 70. Right, tell you what we'll do. We'll course with a bit of step one. Bring that round to 70. Lovely. Oh, hang on, because I brought that round to 70. It's slamming on. There we go. Right, we're down at 70. Right, there we go. Right. That'll do. Right, there we go. Simon Cornwall, oh, hang on, where are we? Yeah, what's it like being a train manager, Joe? What are your main duties except the safety of the train? So obviously the safety side of things is the main thing. The train dispatch at stations, checking the trains accommodated on the platform before you open the doors. obviously you don't want to open the doors if the train has, like I've just done, overshot the platform. It's never happened to me in my career, but you never know, there's a first time for everything. You can guarantee the first time that I'm not paying attention, it will happen. You can guarantee that, it's sod's law, isn't it? But yeah, the dispatch checking nobody's trapped in the doors once I've closed them, telling the driver to set off, and observing the platform to make sure that nobody's come to the train at the last minute and fallen, for instance. There's quite a lot of responsibility about that. And then, of course, looking after the passengers, the ticket side of things. That's the bit that everyone sees when they, oh, the ticket man's here. You know, checking tickets, revenue, rowing with passengers. There's, you know, so there's plenty to it. Enough to keep you busy, anyway. Let's put it that way. Right, we'll slow right down because I can't remember what the last signal was that I passed. Yes, for the person that said it's like a DVT, that's because it is. We've got the 90 on the back. It is a first ScotRail / Caledonian Sleeper 90 on the back, 90024. Hang on, what's this? Why have you? Oh, we've got a green, lovely. And then we will be driving the Class 90 back towards London in a Bellio Greater Anglia livery. Adam Hinckley, it was the Class 170 that you were on the other day. Oh, fantastic. I do like a 170. I do like a 170. Magic Toad. Oh, good, it's nearly over. Oh, you are horrible. You are horrible. I hope you have a truly miserable day at work. Right, here we go. Into Ipswich. Look at that. I do like Ipswich Station. There's nothing particularly grand about it, but yeah, I do like Ipswich. Coming in nice and slow after the Manningtree incident. Oh dear. Oh, there's a driver there. I think I've gone past him. Never mind, he can walk down here. I'm going to go past the signal again. Do you know what? Bang it in emergency. That'll do. Truly unprofessional driving there from me, but again, that's because I'm reading the comments. I tell you. Right, well, there we go. We've made it all the way to Ipswich, everybody, in our 2012 scenario. I do hope that you enjoyed that. Don't go anywhere, because we're not going anywhere. We will be back very shortly. I am just going to get another juice. Look at that coming in, isn't it grand? Yeah, I'm just going to get another juice, have a wee, little break, and then we will be back shortly to head down towards London. Stick around, everybody. Rightio, so that was a delightful short break, wasn't it? We're back in the modern day. I mean, I say modern day. Oh, hang on, what's happening? Oh, guard's shutting the door already. Flipping it, you don't get long, do you? We're on 90001 Crown Point. You can just see it's labelled that on the side, branded that with a load of Greater Anglia liveried carriages. I mean, I guess that we're off then, aren't we? Right, okay. God, you don't get long at all, do you, to have a break? Got a DT on the back there. Right, off we go. We'll pop those lights on so we can see what we're doing. And we'll get that wound round to 25 miles an hour. Look at that. Right, okie dokie, yeah. Full steam ahead, back towards London. Back towards London. Stephen Smith, how is everybody? We are fantastic, Stephen. We've just come all the way from London up to Ipswich. We've now changed over into a southbound, onto a southbound service. We're heading back towards Manningtree now. Let me have a look where we stop in Manningtree, Colchester, Stratford on this one, and then into Liverpool Street. So we're just approximately halfway through the scenario, so I do hope that you guys are all enjoying yourselves, I really do. It's great to have so many people with us, isn't it, today? I didn't think this would be particularly popular. I thought we'd have about 30, maybe 40 people at an absolute stretch. But no, it's really, really great that so many of you have joined. Thank you so much. Hopefully this is going to be a pretty flawless run down towards London. I'm hoping that it will be a lot better. Now, this scenario, I have played this twice now. The first time, it had a crash to desktop going into London. I looked outside and had the problem. I looked outside and it crashed to desktop, which some people were saying don't go outside to the external view in London. I then drove to London again and didn't look outside, and it worked flawlessly. So fingers crossed. We're not going to look outside, and it's going to work like a dream. Yes, I've seen Magic Toad's comments. He's just bitter. He's just bitter that he has to work today and we don't. Well, I say we don't. I'm assuming that you guys aren't working presently. Rob Mitchell says it's a nice, enjoyable Sunday evening over here in good old New Zealand. God, it's like time travel, isn't it? It's 10:16 in the morning where I am, Rod. How is it in New Zealand? I mean, it's getting warmer for us. I say it is. Looking out the window, you won't flipping believe it, would you? But I guess for you guys it'll be getting colder, won't it? Because it's sort of the other way around. You don't often think about it like that, do you? But like, I'm thinking, oh, I might actually be able to leave the house in shorts and a t-shirt, whereas you guys are like, oof, better get that winter coat out. Oof, alright, chill in the air. Bus Guy Plays, hello. Harry 11, good morning from Reading. How are you, Harry? How are you, my friend? Goose has been saved and is off again. See you soon. Cheers for joining us, Goose. See you in a bit, love. Dear me. Right, it looks like it's going to absolutely chuck it down, doesn't it, here? Not going particularly fast, are we? We're full steam ahead. We must be going uphill. Scott Plus Gaming, hello Joe, I'm from Wales, how are you? I'm very well. I'm from England, Scott, how are you? It's a pleasure to be here, isn't it? Flipping icy, or bloody icy to quote exactly. You don't think of New Zealand having ice and snow, do you? It's probably just a stereotype, but, you know, New Zealand, Australia, I just imagine them to be permanently on the beach, you know, with convertible cars, with the roofs always down all year round, but you don't think of it getting cold. It's because it's always so miserable in the UK. Like, we have, I mean, I think we had about 2 weeks of summer last year, didn't we? That was pretty much it. And then it's just been sort of overcast. I mean, here at the moment it's just overcast. There's no break in the cloud at all, and I've actually got the heating on in our house, mainly because we've got the birds downstairs. I mean, it's not like 40 degrees, I've just got it set to 18 all the time, but it has actually had to keep coming on to keep the house warm. You're like, for God's sake, it's the end of April. Should be, we should be getting a bit nicer weather by now. I realise we're not accelerating fast because I've got it on 69%. Those of you sniggering, grow up. Simon Cornwall says it's actually lovely and sunny down here in Bodmin. Oh, it's a lot nicer down there, isn't it? It's like a little microclimate in Cornwall. It's so nice. So nice indeed. The only thing that gets you when you're on the coast is the wind, isn't it? Stuart Barber, good morning. How are you, my friend? Also play OMSI 2, the Yorkshire map. It's yeah, it's all right. It's that. If you enjoy that, I would have a look on Fellows Film and download yourself the oh, what map is it now? Come on, Bodenham. If you enjoy Yorkshire, Bodenham is what Yorkshire should be like. It's a really good map, to be fair. That one. Stuart Barber says, just watch your Berlin video. It's definitely a city I want to visit so much. Yeah, the only thing with the Berlin video, my other half forgot to take the little microphone. You'll have seen on the Preserved Bus Adventures, there's a little microphone with a black fluffy thing on it that clips onto my collar on whatever t-shirt I'm wearing. And yeah, he forgot to take those with us. So in parts, the sound of me talking isn't the best. Next time we do this, you know, if there's a good response and you guys are like, oh, I really want to see more of this, next time we do that, we will take the mics with us and the sound will be better. But yeah, that's the only thing. When I was watching it back, I was like, oh, it's not the best, is it? But yeah, it's quite loud down at this end. Wow, 2-car 170. Can everybody hear me still over the noise of the loco? Because it's definitely louder at this end, isn't it? Am I working anytime soon? Yeah, I shall be at work at midnight 22 tonight. Yeah, so I'm doing this, and then I'm probably going back to bed. To be honest with you, I'll be in bed for about 3 p.m. It's raining in the north. Oh, it's always raining in the north. What's that old time expression? It's grim up north. Oh dear. It's cloudy and sunny in Plymouth apparently. Chris Brown's from Bristol. How's the weather down there, Chris? We're all comparing notes on the weather. Jikey Boy Gaming, hello, good morning. That'll do. You can hear us, Stephen Smith, fantastic. Might just be my headset, and that is hellfire. That class 156 going past us, absolutely brilliant. Right, okie dokie, let's get that down to 70. I don't know if you meant to slow it down on the limiter, but yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? Right, this is me actually. Oh, you see, it lags again. It must be that lake, because it lagged on the way up at about this point, didn't it? Am I going to do more of the bus? Yes, we definitely will at some point. We definitely will. The artist formerly known as Nobody. How's your weather wherever you are? Grimsby. How's your weather in Grimsby? We're all we're all doing weather comparisons. Oh, hang on, get that cancelled. Lovely. There we go. I'm not reading the chat now. Was it 170, 270, 271, 272, or 273? I never looked, Nathan. Sorry. We were doing 100. That were probably doing 100. We didn't catch each other quick enough. Oh, Games with Amy is here as well. How are you, my dear? Stuart Barber's got a 4-day weekend, not back to work until Tuesday. Oh, I wish I had a 4-day weekend. I mean, the good thing about this is we don't actually have any time constraints to be anywhere. So, you know, it's absolutely fine, isn't it? The weather is wet, but no rain at the moment. It looks like it's going to rain. Oh, we're having none of that. We're having none of that. It's raining. I don't think I can read that out because I might get get YouTube slapping me on the wrist. But it's raining in Reading. Harry 11 says. I like the yellow and the red on Bus Simulator 21, but you never unlock the colours, do you? You have to do those ridiculous missions. Oh look, we've got the is it the Renatus 321 on the left there? Really does suit it, doesn't it, that livery? Right, here we go. Let's actually stop. Come on, don't overrun now. You've come in at about 20 mile an hour. There we go. When you say CRRC buses, Rod, I have no idea what most of what you've just said to me means. What does CRRC buses in Halifax? We have some ET12 Maxes, and they're absolutely terrible. You may as well be speaking Hungarian, love. I've got no idea what that means. What does it stand for? Oh, Chris Brown's got a map for your next Transport Fever 2 playthrough. Flipping heck. We've not finished this one yet. What are you thinking of, Chris? Rain's just passed over in the Cotswolds. Bus guy's cheating. Heck. Can't be having any cheating. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. And you know what? We'll bang that up to 100. The old cruise control there. Full steam ahead. Artist formerly known as Nobody. Yes, I probably did say in Blackpool branches I used to be a train guard. I am still a train guard. I was saying when the 142s were at Northern, I used to guard them. Many happy memories of doing that. I thoroughly enjoyed the Northern 142s. I don't think the passengers that boarded my train enjoyed the 142s, but they were really good to work from a guard, and to an extent a driver perspective. Quite small cabs though, so if you were quite tall, as a driver, you were never particularly thrilled. What's the best simulator game that I've ever played? It has to be Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. But of course you do need add-ons for it, don't you? I just love the in-depth, the physics, everything about it. I just can't get enough of it. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And if you are buying that, the Phoenix add-on, the Phoenix A320, is an absolute must. It's just incredible. Absolutely fantastic. I was thinking about doing another stream this afternoon. But do you know what? I don't think my voice will carry me through a Flight Simulator stream. We haven't been on Flight Simulator in so long, have we? So we shall. We'll see. We'll see. See how I feel. I might need a flipping voice tablet afterwards. But yeah, I'll and ah. I'll see if anyone else wants to fly, and yeah, we'll cobble something together. Do you know how the real train drivers know when to start braking? Is there any rule of thumb so that the train can stop at the right place? I mean, different drivers have different, different landmarks, so to speak, to how it works with your braking. I mean, it might just be a case of you're going to start braking at a particular signal, a particular junction. It might even be something as simple as, if we go outside, a box like that. Everyone has their own little part. I mean, I wouldn't advise if I mean, I'm not a train driver, so nobody should ever come to me asking for advice on, how they should drive their train, because obviously I do it in the sim. And I know there's a few different junction boxes, so maybe that wouldn't be a good idea, but like that bridge we've gone under, that building on the left, anything can be a landmark. I would never advise, even though I'm not a qualified driver, I wouldn't advise using a tree, or a bush. Because, trees can be chopped down, bushes can be chopped down or cut back. They might be a slightly different shape. I would always suggest something a little bit more permanent than than a tree or a bush. Could you imagine? All that pylon, that I mean, it's not a pylon, it's a mast of some sort, isn't it? But could you imagine always using a tree for your breaking point for Colchester? They chop the tree down and you go hurtling through Colchester at 90. Oh, dear. Do you know what? I bet it's happened. But yeah, there's always something like that. There's no sort of hard and fast rule. I guess the longer you leave it, the harder you have to brake. But if you brake too hard, then you do get in trouble for that. We are 90 minutes and 55 seconds into the stream, and we're driving the 90, says Transport Legend. We absolutely are. And we're at 90 miles an hour. Look at that. What do you think of the 91s on Transport for Wales? Well, they technically don't have 91s, do they? Because the 91s are the locos, but the Mark IV coaching stock, it's great they've got another lease of life. I always enjoy travelling on the Mark IVs. It was such a shame to see them go off the East Coast because they're so much more comfortable than the Satsumas, than the Azuma trains, the 801s and the 800s. they're not comfortable. If they had more comfortable seats, they'd be really, really good units. Because I mean, they seem pretty reliable, don't they? I mean, from my observation. But yeah, oh, 66, look at that. Whoa, going the other way. Oh, hang on, there's some clag flying off that 66. I never couldn't see where it was going. Chris Saker's saying, Euro Truck Simulator 2 Truckers Multiplayer live stream. I know, we've not done that in ages, have we? Same as Fernbus DLC, Poland. I haven't looked at that at all. I should do, shouldn't I? Blue Sky Plays 3 is doing Seaside Valley in Sandbox mode. Oof, you're brave. You're brave, my friend. And Jack, I'm so sorry. Hello. Welcome to our stream. Is there a way to get your Euro Truck Simulator 2 truck skin? Yes, it is. One of the liveries, I think it actually says, if you look in the description of my videos, I'm pretty sure, I think, is it like Sunrise or Sunshine or something like that? It's one of them. And I think the colour palette for what you need to use is in there as well. Oh, hang on, right, slow down, we're going to 90. Stuart Barber, I'm a guard over at LNER, and in the past one of my colleagues used a field of sheep as a marker for a station. Well, you could guess how that ended up. You see, that's exactly what I mean. You want something, you know, I would never use an animal as a marker, because the thing about animals is they do tend to be mobile and tend to move. Unless it's an animal with no legs, but that's not very humane, is it? Coming into Colchester now, you can see the line joining us, the branch line from the left-hand side. Now, it always feels like we're coming into Colchester way too fast, because the platforms are staggered. Oh dear. So yeah, I always sort of feel like we're going a bit fast. What's the destination today, Stephen? We are off to London Liverpool Street again, this time in the more retro Class 90. Look at that, beautiful train, isn't it? Does look like the sky's clearing up there, it has to be said. There you go, you see we're flying in at 40 miles an hour. You've got a staggered platform on both sides, but this one you have to go a little bit further on to stop. Look at that. This is a good stop. Doctor on board. Thanks, Joe. So it's like the landmarks or visual cues, like if you fly in VFR, maybe they have some sort of cheat book. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you're route learning, they will probably. I mean, I don't know because I've never had to do it, but I imagine that they will advise you good landmarks to use. You know, good things to look out for. But I mean, sometimes it can just be a bend in the track. You know that you're approaching the area. If you know the area very well, for instance. Just a bend in the track. That's absolutely fine, I guess. I mean, it's not likely to change, is it? You're meant to turn left, and all of a sudden you turn right. It's I can't imagine that changing. Have I ever heard of Scenic? Yes, I have. Very, very enjoyable videos. I enjoy watching this stuff. Games with Amy. Wouldn't surprise me if you have a few brainiacs that drive their trains based on the time it takes between stations. I imagine there probably is, but what you also have to factor in is that sometimes there's delays. So, you know, you can't always rely on the clock for I've got to start stopping now. It is more down to your route knowledge. Well, you'd hope so anyway. Simon Lucas, hello, how are you, my friend? How are you this Sunday? HMK Transport, also same to you, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rob Mitchell is off now, absolutely knackered, quite late over here in... Oh, that's not fair, you know I can't pronounce things. Aoteorioria. In the words of a happy man, cheerio, goodbye for now. Well, do you know what? You have an absolutely fantastic night. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you at another live stream at some point. Right, off we go. EDF... put my teeth in. Oh, we've got a 170 over there, look. And I shall actually try and have a look. What have we got there? 321. And I didn't catch the number. Is it 302? 322? 321, 322? Wow. I used to sign both of those when they were at Northern. Back in the day. What's this then? So it's a 3 car. Ooh. $204, that one. Or so it says on the on the front of it. Yeah, the signs before stations, sometimes they do, but obviously they can't put it a set distance away, because if you think, I don't know, the best thing that we could use as a comparison would be something like this. The Class 90 with the rake of Mark 3s behind, sorry, are quite heavy. The brakes aren't the best. So if you were driving, for instance, a Class 360, then the stopping times will be different, the distances will be different, if you see what I mean. So obviously if you're driving a 360 that can stop on a 10pence piece, you're going to have to brake a lot later from a higher speed than you are on one of these things. Same, what else could we compare that to? Transpennine Express with the 185s and the 68s that go on the same routes. Obviously the 68s don't anymore, but you know, Chiltern with the 166s and the 68s and Mark 3s. It's pronounced Aotearoa. Aotearoa. I'm with you. God, that'd be difficult to say to a taxi driver if you've had a few glasses of wine the night before. Ugh. Ended up somewhere completely different. Have you ever driven a Class 170? I have on Train Simulator Classic and Train Simulator World, but never in Real Life Simulator, unfortunately. I'd love to have a go. It'd be great, wouldn't it? I have your stream on my 42-inch TV. Flipping it. Surround sound as well. It'd be like I'm sat in the room next to you. And was typing on the laptop. The map I was on was the UK Mega Map. I'll have to give that a go for Transport Fever and see what we can if we can make some sort of decent series. Get the most expensive bus for the missions, absolutely. Foxy AR is here. Welcome, Foxy. How are you? And oh, Maxine's off. Thanks so much for joining us, Maxine. I hope you have a lovely Sunday. James Campbell says, in Transport Fever 2, I've never managed to get from 1850 to the 2020s because I always stop in the 1940s or 50s. You need a bigger map then, James. You need a big map, and then there's always something to be doing. I mean, to be fair, I like even the medium-sized maps where you can get everything built, and then you just sort of manage what you've got. You know, it's quite nice, isn't it? Wow, between Colchester and Stratford, 45 miles to go. Was Francesca Knight here? Not to my knowledge. Don't think she's been in today. She's the chief repainter, unless she's changed her name and she's in disguise. Foxy AI, you've just missed us drive from London to Ipswich, and we've just left Colchester. That's why we're still speeding up. Just left Colchester. I haven't got it on 100, have I? There we go. Try again. On our way back towards London Liverpool Street. Etho Spotter, good morning, everybody. Not many better things to do on a Sunday morning than join here. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, very true, Simon. Timings are very useful in the fog. Very true indeed. We've got TJ here as well. Good morning, and Nathan Lowe. Goodbye. It's quite as intense as this. We need a turnstile fitted, don't we? Amount of people in and out. Like Piccadilly Circus in here. Imagine if Transport Fever 2 added subways. Well, you can add your own in Transport Fever 2. You can download the underground station mod, and you can make tracks underground. It's a very good way of transporting passengers around big cities. The thing with Transport Fever 2 is that the cities never really get big enough to warrant using a subway. That's what I quite like about City Skylines. You know, the city's vast. It's brilliant. If that's okay, could you do a run on the EIP ED250 Pendolino from Warsaw something to Katowice? I would love to do a stream on that. I would love to do a stream on that. I mean, it's possible. It takes a while, doesn't it? It takes a while. What's the route today, Gregory? We are back on the Great Eastern Mainline, driving southbound now towards London Liverpool Street. Stratford, the next stop in just over 40 minutes time. Adam says, with the car park series, have you watched Let's Game It Out's video on it? I haven't as a car park. Are they good? Hey, don't you be advertising other channels on here. Flipping out audience, 90 viewers that are currently on will all disappear. They'll be off to watch other people's. But no, I haven't. I'll take a look at that. Are they better at it than I am? What a silly question. Of course they are. I'm useless at it. We need more trams in San Bradifax. We do, don't we? I enjoy the trams. Oh wow, look at that. Is that 8 car or 12 car? I lost count. Went past too fast. HMK, did you hear about West Midlands Railway removing their 323s by autumn? I managed to see them last week. Yes, I believe that they're all off up to Northern. There was driver training for 6-car units, 6-car class 323 units on the Blackpool North to Manchester airport services, which is obviously going to displace 331s, so they'll be able to double set them a bit more, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do it, or where they all get sent. I think that'll probably, because yeah, I guess it'll fill in for the hang on, what are we on now? They got rid of the 319s, didn't they? They've not really got anything else. I think the remaining 3-car 331s will probably go over to West Yorkshire, won't they? They'll keep the 4-car and the 323s. I don't know. It blows my mind what Northern are doing at the minute with their fleet. They're in a right good shake-up, aren't they? £2 55 to £3 10 to do a full run. I mean, yeah, it's enough time for a live stream, is that, isn't it? Definitely enough time. Foxy AR played OpenTTD for the first time in a few days. Absolutely loved it. I have got a fantastic game going on OpenTTD at the moment. What you need to do, if you haven't already, is have a look in the OpenGRF, the new GRF thing, and download Timberwolf's Trains and Buses, because they're absolutely fantastic. Anything from Timberwolf is absolutely incredible. I love what Timberwolf does. Really, really enhances your transport. Tycoon Deluxe, the OpenTTD game. TJ, no, I haven't seen one in the flesh yet. Not seen one in the flesh at all, a Class 69. Have you seen one? Transport Legend, will you drive Semmering Barn? I hadn't bought it. Is it any good? Is it out yet? I don't know. Adam says, you did what he did in the first video by throwing the garbage onto the road that will lower the thing down as it's not on your area. Ah, I'm with you. Yeah, see, I was hoping that it could be somebody else's problem. That we'll do the responsible thing and put it all in the skip. Did already, custom stations and loads of UK trains. I think I'm in the mid to late 80s at the moment, so I've got lots of 455s, 315s, 313s running about, 319s of course as well. Yeah, I love it. I've got loads of locomotives. Haven't unlocked the 66 yet though, so it's class 59s I've got with the 56s, 58s. Yeah, it's really, really good. And Transport Fever 2 multiplayer, that would be incredible. I'd love it, but could you imagine the lag? Is this with them? I think it is, isn't it? Looks like it. Thing. Oh, you've been quiet. I thought you'd gone. Are you using a keyboard and mouse or a controller or a rail driver? I am using a keyboard and mouse. Dun dun dun! I know! I've got steering wheel for buses and trucks. I've got the joystick for flight sim. But yeah, train sim. I just never bothered. Never bothered. Shocking, isn't it? When is the next car parking sim video coming out? It will be Friday. If you're a Joe Plus member, you'll get access to that on Thursday. But yeah, it'll be Friday for that. I'm going to aim to do that Friday every week. Well, fingers crossed anyway, yeah, that we'll manage to get that out. Obviously, we might have a break from it every now and then. Yeah, OpenTTD was made by the same developer that did Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a very, very retro-looking game. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea because of the fact that it's blocky, but the amount of in-depth simulation that you can actually get access to is absolutely incredible. What I also advise you do, Foxy, is download the JGRPP. If you don't already have that, Google JGRPP, and it's the JG Renaissance's performance pack thing. And if you're actually playing online with other people, you can share infrastructure, so you can both run trains, run freight and passenger trains on the same lines, stop at each other's bus stops, airports, etc. It's a whole new dimension to the game, which is fantastic. Yeah, worth doing, and it's very... Have you ever ridden the line to New Brighton? Absolutely wonderful. No, I don't think I have, actually. 507s run most of it. You see, that's it. It might be 777s now. The new Stadler stock. Yeah, they seem to be cropping up more places, don't they? Any plans of playing SimSig again? Absolutely, I love SimSig. I enjoy playing that in my own time. I just found that the viewership for, on this channel wasn't as good. So every now and then we'll do it. It's good fun when you get a lot of people together. When you get a few people together, isn't it? Right, do just excuse me 2 minutes, everybody, because I've got the bladder the size of an acorn, and with all this talking, of course, I've been drinking juice to to keep the throat going. And the problem is with anything in life, the more liquid you drink, the more you need a wee. So the driver's just going to nip off for a wee. I shall pause the game. I won't. I won't just leave it going and hope for the best. So yeah, I shall be back in just one moment. Don't go anywhere. Right, there we go. That was probably one of the fastest wheeze that I've ever had in my life. And they're scrubbing my hands really quickly, like, come on! Everyone's waiting for you. I tell you, absolutely shocking for it. Yeah, SimSig, absolutely fantastic. It's not on Steam. You would have to go on the SimSig website. There's a free download that you can try. It does come with a few simulations, and any of the paid simulations, you do get 15 minutes free of them. They are quite expensive, though, for those, but it takes a hell of a lot to do a timetable on it, so yeah, it really, really is worth the money. And if you get a few people together, you can chain them together, stick simulations together, it's really, really worth it. Right, this must be Chelmsford, so we're slowing down for the 60 again. That's it. Imagine running through the carriages saying, I'm the driver and I need the loo. Do you know what? I've had it before where a driver's had to stop because they need a wee. At the end of the day, it's one of those. If you really need the wee, you really need the loo. You can't just wee yourself, can you? You need to bring the train to a stop. Obviously, the majority of drivers manage to stop the train in a station, and while passengers are boarding, they manage to just nip to the loo. But it's one of those, isn't it? If you're, look at, for instance, Grand Central, York, next stop London on the Sunderland services. Doncaster, next stop London, it's 2 hours, isn't it? It's over 2 hours. If you need to go, you need to go, don't you? So, yeah, it has been known where the drivers have just stopped the train and nipped for a wee. But, yeah, obviously not Barry. I recommend, if you're playing SimSig, it comes with a Brighton one free of charge. Have a go at that. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but really, really good. Really, really good. You can lose hours in that. Yeah, definitely coming into Colchester. You can see we're just going uphill here. Oh, hang on. I'm really glad that the stream is working in better quality today. That we managed to do the 1080p. That's definitely good. Definitely good. Can you do a video on the London commuter with the Class 700 timetable mod? I didn't realise there was one. I shall have to. I'll have to have a look at that. Stephen Smith, LNER cancelling London to Sunderland. London King's Cross to Sunderland. I mean, you said Sunderland to King's Cross, but you know, I suppose it works both ways, doesn't it? Yes, I believe that the Department for Transport are looking at ways that they can simplify the railway. So I know that there's rumours that TransPennine Express will be pulling the Saltburn service at the moment. That'll just be going to Middlesbrough like it used to back in the day. LNER were threatening to go to Huddersfield once upon a time. I think that's been scrapped. I don't know what that would mean for the Skiptons and Harrogans that LNER currently operate from Leeds, because they used to just be like one a day in each direction, whereas they're every few hours now. It's I don't know if they'll be just going back to Leeds. It's like all these companies seem to have expanded to these little routes where really they're not needed, are they? To try and avoid having a change. But you know, changing trains isn't that difficult. I know people make it out that it's, oh my lord, how will I possibly manage? It's really not difficult changing trains. You know, if you need assistance and you're somewhere like Leeds, then you can book assistance. You know, the problem that people have with changing trains is that they book through the train line and they give themselves 7 minutes at Manchester Piccadilly to get from platform 1 to platform 14. You know, and it's just not long enough. Whereas if you book the ticket and give yourself, you know, half an hour, it's plenty of time. You'll be fine. I think people are just lazy and don't want to change trains. that's my uptake on it. I realise obviously if you've got mobility issues it's a bit more difficult, but that's why we need to keep staff at stations, isn't it? And then you'll be absolutely fine. Oh dear. What have we got coming the other way? This looks like a DVT. Oh, it is a Bellio Greater Anglia. Look at that. With a loco on the back there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Have you seen DB have retired their 90s? We were not talking about that earlier, TJ. I don't know if you were here or it might have been you I was talking about it with. They've been transferred to Freightliner. They're replacing the 86s. Oh, that's sad. Oh, I like the 86s at Freightliner. You see them on the west coast a bit, don't you? That's really, really sad. How do you mean, Dylan? How can I get the Abellio Greater Anglia branding? I can't find it. If you're using the Class 90, the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 90, which is what we're using, it should come with the branding patch. If you look on their website, there should be a branding patch on there that you'd be able to use. James Campbell, race to the north. Can make 3 airports in London. Good heavens. Oh, we wouldn't be able to do that. We wouldn't make any money. I don't think there's the demand for planes, is there, in this series? NRL Best Better 68, Joe, I'm a big fan. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. Trying to get City Bus Manager. It's on Steam. It's better to buy it on Steam. Woodman Gaming. Hello from Murica with sad passenger trains. I'm very, very well. How are you? All is well here. All is well. We're on our way down to London currently. High speed at 85 miles an hour. 85 miles an hour. which to be fair is not as fast as we could go, but well, I mean, it's as fast as we can go with the current line speed, isn't it? Clash of Clans needs to go. Have an absolutely fantastic shift, won't you? I hope it's nice and quiet. Havoc, hello from Hong Kong. Flipping heck, it must be late there now. Not bedtime. I think it's nearly bedtime for me, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It is almost the end of the Train Sim World 4 era. It'll be Train Sim World 5 before we know it, won't it? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll have to part with another 40 quid, or however much it is? Do you know? Are we going to see the Class 91 in Transport Fever race to the north? I absolutely intend to. That'd be fantastic. I might just upset people and put 90s and Mark 3s on the east coast and 91s and Mark 4s on the west coast. You know, I'd have London to Glasgow with GNER and London to Edinburgh with Virgin Trains. That'd it'd blow people's minds, that, wouldn't it? Got 75 mile an hour. Right, we'll knock that down a little bit. I know we don't have to just yet, but we'll be prepared. Be prepared. Chris says, for the past 9 months I've been using the trains to get to work. It's the GWR services from Yates to Bath Spa. That sounds like a 158. Or a 166 maybe. Where are we now? See, we're slowing down to 75. I don't know if we're going to catch something. I think, is this for Shenfield maybe? It does seem like we're in the Shenfield area, doesn't it? Simon Rashley's doing 90 through Garforth. Oh wow, a Class 70. Has to be one of the ugliest locos currently in operation on our network. On the UK rail network. It's not a good looker, is it? Yeah, this is definitely Shenfield with the line from Southend Victoria coming in from the left there. Stephen Smith says, that sounds cool. Absolutely, absolutely. Nashorn 9745. Been watching all your recent Transport Fever 2 videos. Really nice, can't wait for the next one. It's very kind of you to say. I love Transport Fever 2. It's yeah, when I started the channel, you know, when I started in December 2020, Transport Fever didn't really do that well, to be honest with you. I was a little bit, at one point, wondering whether we were going to continue it. I was at the point of dropping it completely, whereas now it's one of the most popular videos, isn't it, Transport Fever 2? So I'm glad that I kept on with it. Could you imagine a Joe Dobson YouTube channel with no Transport Fever 2? It doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Right, back up to 90, full steam ahead. Matthew Papworth, hi from Perth, Western Australia. Hello, Matthew Papworth. Must be dark now. Dylan Ishmael donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Thank you very much for that, Dylan. It's very kind of you, my friend. Have you seen the Wirral line that somebody made? Or that somebody made the Wirral line? I hadn't. Is that for Train Sim Classic? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. CP Trains, isn't Transport Fever 2 having its last update soon? So I've heard. I'm intrigued as to what they're going to be working on next. I mean, if it's Transport Fever 3, I'm sure we'll all be thrilled. You know, with there's plenty of things on Transport Fever that could be improved. Hopefully Transport Fever 3. I mean, multiplayer, everyone wants that, don't they? Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know. I mean, remember when they said that Train Sim World 2 was going to have multiplayer? Do you remember Matt Pedleston saying that? It was a while ago, was it? Wasn't it? But yeah, still yet to see it. Dylan Ishmael, yes, it's coming soon. I'll have to check that out. Thing, I do not know what date this is. I think I mean, it just says that 1 Papa 01, Norwich to Liverpool Street. I think it's towards the end of the working life for the Class 90s. Yes, for that, Simon. Have a good day at work, dear. Brown's a fan of the 37s. Excellent. Yes, I do like a good 37. Stephen, I love all the Transport Fever 2 videos you made, plus the car park video. Oh, when he stole that car door, I nearly weed myself. It was so funny. I mean, to be fair, it's not actually that funny, is it? It's just a car with no door on, but I just wasn't expecting it, and it really caught me off guard. It just turned around and there was no door. When you look back, you just think, what a stupid thing. It's not that funny at all, but it just, it tickled me so much. I was nearly crying. Oh dear. Oh, we do have fun, don't we, on this channel? 313 going the other way. Obviously the nice one operated by National Express livery's gone by now. It's all the TfL rail white with a bit of blue at the bottom. It's such a boring, miserable livery, isn't it? Go on then. Let's divide the comments section. Cross Country's new livery. Have we all seen that with the bright pink front and the grey middle carriages? What do we think to that then? Anybody like that? Anybody dislike that? What are your comments on that then? Let's have a look in the comments. It's going to take a moment, isn't it, for that to start? Where we are, we're flying along here. See, I don't know what any of these little pokey stations are. I know there's the Manor Park and Maryland, but Maryland's the last station before Stratford, so we're not quite there yet. Ilford's the one just after the depot where the track comes up and over. So I'm slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Okie dokie, let's have a look. Some juicy arguments in the comments here. I do like the old, I agree with you, Alexandra. I like the old cross-country livery, the current one. I do like that. It does look smart. What have we got? New XC intermediate coaches are nice. The ends are not great. Not a fan of the pink then. Here we go. Woodman Gaming donated $10 to Super Chats. How to play a Simrail cargo. They've gone as far as tank cars. Slosh about as you drive. Having plenty of fun on the oil trains here in the US. It floored me to feel that. Fantastic. Thank you so much, by the way, Woodman Gaming. I can't ignore the fact. $10. That's very kind of you, sir. Very kind indeed. But yeah, Simrail. That is fantastic. It's the best train simulator so far, isn't it? 360. Woohoo! It's the best train simulator. It's just so good. It looks fantastic, and the physics are ace. The only problem for me is that I don't know enough about Polish railways and that particular route. But yeah, I agree with you. Simrail, absolutely brilliant. The amount of detail is just ridiculous. Foxy AR does not like the blue on the Voyager doors. CP Trains likes it. People will get used to it. What else have we got? Cross Country livery looks like it was made by a child. Excellent. TJ's not seen the new livery. Oh, have a look at it, TJ. Have a look, see if there's anything online with it. It does look absolutely incredible. I am a lover of it, to be honest with you. The only thing I don't really care for, the fact that the intermediate coaches, the coaches in the middle, are different shades of grey, which sort of puzzles me a little bit. If they were all the same shade, that would be fine. But the fact that they're different shades of grey is a bit weird. It's sort of not necessary. The bright pink at the front, I think, looks ace. The thing that made me think of that cross-country business is the fact that, all these units we see coming past us are just white. White with a bit of blue on. Look at Northern, white, splash of blue at the front. LNER, white with a splash of red. Avanti West Coast, white with bits of green sort of thrown at it randomly. A bit of orange. The Transpennine Express, grey, bit of blue on it. All the liveries are quite... They're very... There's not a lot going on, whereas that cross-country livery is so bright, isn't it? That you're not going to miss it. You're not going to accidentally... if this isn't it, you're not going to, are you? So I'm in favour of it. I think it looks brilliant. So flying along. See, TPE, out of all the liveries, I do think TPE has a good one. It really does suit. I think it depends what train as well, doesn't it? I don't think it suits the 185s as much as it suits the 802s. you know, it looks absolutely fantastic. But then when you think the dynamic lines livery that they had before probably suited the 185s because it was designed for that, you know, more than if you put dynamic lines in an 802, would it look a bit weird? Probably would. Having said that, Hull Trains, that livery, so simple. It's just plain blue with a multicoloured stripe down the side, and it looks ace. Absolutely brilliant. I love Hull Trains' livery. Do you guys like 321s? Absolutely love them. I never used to. I thought they were quite ugly, the really flat fronts. But yeah, really, really nice units. They were great to guard as well when I used to work them as a guard. Britannia, no, Britannia's not coming out today. We're having a hiatus from Britannia. That'll be back next week. Today we are in Berlin. So yeah, it's buses, trains and trams in Berlin and Potsdam. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Will we get to see the Olympic Park at Stratford? I think we might do. Oh, there's a 317 over there, look at that. So this must be Ilford Depot, so we're flying into Ilford now. Big buildings on the right there, Bombardier, look at that. That must be where they keep the Aventras then. 90 coming the other way. Well, 82 DVT. We've got on the back Bellio Greater Anglia again. I've just noticed it's 6:30 in the morning on this game. Wouldn't think so, would you? It must be summer. And of course, the flyover there for the stopping services. Harvick, yes, I do play flight simulators. I love Flight Simulator 2020. The Phoenix A320 is my favourite, definitely my favourite. Cambon, hello, welcome to the stream. Chris Brown says, I love the Grand Central livery. Agree with you, it looks ace. Also love the Zuma livery. Not so keen. 220 Voyagers need updating on the inside. The inside, the image that they put out for the insides of the Voyagers does make it look really, really good. It looks like they're going to get the similar sort of seating to what the Pendolino refurb has, which is, I mean, they're a bit firmer, aren't they, than the current seats. We'll see how that goes down. James Campbell, bye Joe, I'm going to go and have some cake. Bye everybody. Thanks so much for joining us, James. I hope you have a fantastic day. And we will hopefully see you next time. Any chance of playing on VATSIM? I do play on VATSIM. I do like a bit of VATSIM. A couple of my live streams, if you have a look through the live streams, you'll see that we do play on VATSIM. Doing it on stream is entirely plausible. But yeah, I do like a bit of VATSIM. 156 Andrew, Shortbread Express is here. Hello. I think I'm going to leave it in step 3. Should be fine. HMK Transport is back. Welcome back, HMK Transport. Gregory, why do the local tracks fly over like that? I imagine it's because the depot's on that side, and obviously the local tracks are on the left here. For you know, so it's one of them, isn't it? It's better to, rather than them having to actually cross over, you know, like that for instance, and slow down the fast trains, at least then they can go over the top without interfering. Come to Hong Kong, you might find me controlling. Well, we did go to, where did we go now, I think? Did we go to Hong Kong? I can't remember. No, I tell a lie, I did a Virgin Atlantic flight to Shanghai not too long ago. It took about 11 hours, it was a ridiculous amount of time. But yeah, I enjoyed that. The problem is we always have to do that overnight. Ooh, I think I enjoy flying the IAEs, but if I had to travel on one, I do prefer the CFM engined A320s. They just sound a bit smoother, don't they? The IAEs sort of sound like a CFM that someone slowly fed a grand piano through. You know, they're very sort of They don't sound quite as... I appreciate the brilliance of the IE engine, but yeah, the CFM sounds a lot smoother. There we go. Right, stop there. Let's have a look outside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this. There we go. Just in case. Oh, look, we've got a 387 over there. 378. I always get the two mixed up. Are we going to see the Olympic Park? I think that's there, isn't it? Oh, look, that sort of weird building there. Lovely. Of course, you've got your London Overground lines going off to the side there. I'd better jump back in the cab because we're not staying here long, are we? Oh, hang on, he's going off. Come try when Hong Kong has events. I'll absolutely have to take you up on that. I do like flying on that sim. Right, are we off? Oh, bonk. Harry 11's finished his first trip. Was it good? Was it successful? Is it 90001? It is, yes. We're on the first one. First one of the batch. Bus Spotter Kean, love all the content, especially OMSI 2. Can't wait for the Gemini. You and me both. I think it's going to be fantastic. When will the Berlin video be out for the public, or is it just for members? That should be out today at about 1300. So once we finish this, I mean, we're not far off the end of the live stream, to be honest with you, roughly 5 minutes or so. Yeah, you won't have long to wait, guys, until there's some more Joe content online. Fingers crossed you enjoy it. Anyway, I mean, the members seem to have enjoyed it. People have posted fairly decent comments. The sound is a little bit off, but besides that, it's, you know, we had a really good time filming it. So hopefully you all have a really good time watching it. I still can't believe how many people have turned up on a Sunday. We'll have to do more Sunday live streams, won't we? Oh, James is back again. I tell you, I need another wee. I need to stop drinking juice. 90001 is at Crewe. Ah! Ah, has it been re-liveried, or is it in the same livery? It's a shame, isn't it? Like the FLIRTs. Alright, I enjoyed driving it, but it's just not the same as this. This is just... You know, these are impressive, aren't they, when they come into the station? The FLIRTs are just a bit... meh. I don't dislike them, like I say, but these, you're sort of wowed, aren't you, by these? I'll tell you what, we'll slow down for 60. Any plans on a Central European Bus Manager series? I hadn't got anything planned at this moment in time. That's never say never. But yeah, the problem that we've got with doing that is that I don't have any mods. I'd have to go back and download a load more mods. That's really, really kind of you to say, HMK Transport. I think you could pass as a real driver. Well, you're not here earlier when I nearly missed Manningtree. We went sailing through. I mean, to be fair, we managed to stop in the end, but the front coach was off the platform. Wasn't my finest moment. Oh, it's 90001. Oh, right, that's the one in Intercity livery. I see. Yes, of course it is, yeah. Oh, see, I did know that. Buried down in my mind somewhere. I'm just really hoping that this is going to work. Going back past this place, whose name I forgot earlier, and you'll be pleased to know I've forgotten it again. Something Cross. Bromley Cross, is it? What's your opinion on the Class 185 on Transpennine Express? I love the 185s. I think they sound fantastic. They're comfortable to travel on. And I mean, they look great, don't they? They just look brilliant. I like it when when they're all little 3 cars and there's just lots of 3 cars zipping about. Remember when, like, Bethnal Green, that's the one, Jack, thanks for reminding me. That's that station back there. Yeah, when the 185s were like every 10 minutes over the Pennines, and there was just, you could just stand spotting and there'd just be train after train after train, and they'd all be little 3 cars. They were like little, they were like bees, weren't they? Little worker bees just going about. Here we go. Coming into London now, you've got the lines on the right that come from Stansted Airport. Let's have a bit more braking. We're going to keep knocking it down on the old speed set there. There we go, knock that down to 15 mile an hour. What are you guarding tonight? Oh, that'd be telling. That would be telling. Let's have a look. What's this? Nashorn 9745. The FLIRTs are really hated here because they replace very nice push-pull sets, and they just put 5 regional FLIRTs together. They are really uncomfortable and unreliable. That's a shame, isn't it? It's just a shame to see such. I mean, these sets were always brilliant, weren't they? So it is such a shame that these ace trains. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Mark 3s were getting on, but there's absolutely no reason they couldn't have scrapped the Mark 3s and they buy some new coaches and just have 90s pulling them up and down. It just seems, I mean, the coach is okay, it could have cost a bit of money, but that's what Germany do. They keep the old locos on the front, just put a load of new carriages on. It's absolutely fine. Anyway, coming into Liverpool Street now, this is the end of the stream. Thank you so much to everybody that joined. Thank you to those people that donated. It's very kind of you. You are very generous people. Thanks so much to everyone, Joe Plus members, special shout out to you all for joining. And of course everyone else. It has been absolutely fantastic. I've really enjoyed myself. If you have enjoyed the video, just before you go, sling a like in the bottom corner if you haven't already. That would be very kind of you. And I mean, most of you have probably subscribed anyway, haven't you? But if you haven't, do consider subscribing. I do want to do more of this. I know I don't always get the chance, do I? But yeah, I definitely want to do more. So make sure you subscribe so that you never miss out. Other than that, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all next time. Let's get those doors open and look outside. It worked. It's going to crash any minute, isn't it? Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.